go back through, mark all of your charts with every trade that showed up at your level so you get your eyes used to finding it and training your entries. Now you can work on your own statistical advantage to seeing what is going to help you in the market, when you want to be doing something, what direction you want to look, so you can lay out every trade there is and then really refine these. So what we'll do is we'll look at starting to add in gamma to this factor. We can start looking at how this affects with flows. And then we can, start building out your own spreadsheets and your own data collection so you can instantly know when an instrument is in play for you or not. If you like to short, then ES or NQ is probably not the best instrument for you. If you like to go look trend and long, there's probably certain instruments that are better for that. If you're really good at balance and EFs and trading through value, then agriculture, some commodities, like natural gas can be good for balance. Silver is good for balance. When it trends, but a lot of times it balances. Those would, currencies, those balance a lot more than anything else. Once they go trend, they usually trend for weeks at a time. Those will be areas, and it depends on if, are you going to be a day trader, a swing trader? Those are going to depend on either your funding company or your own capital. All of these things can be used to go to any other instrument. You can trade equities with this. You can trade your 401k, your a Roth IRA, traditional IRA, whatever you have. You can trade any of these. It's a matter of building out your own process for this, but you guys now have the knowledge to not just trade ES, to trade anything and everything. And that's our goal over these courses. And then it takes however much time you have to put in. If you have a full-time job, you may not have quite as much time. You just have to have proper expectations that it's going to take a little longer. You'll be able to trade treasuries with this. You have now a strategy and an understanding of the markets that you can literally go anywhere and into any market, into any environment, even other countries, like we've shown with like the Brazilian real and their dollar. It's the same things that play out over and over again. So that's what I want to work on over the next few weeks. And, if you guys have questions, please let me know. I do want to check in, though, before we end this today. Are there any questions for today? Because as Steve said, you're all going to have to learn how to be good bookkeepers. And if anybody, like, I'm not very good with Excel. I know how to do basic if-then statements. But anything beyond that in programming or formulas, I have no idea how to build a pivot table. Kamal knows how to do that. I get lost. If anybody is better with Excel, there's probably things that you can help us to learn how to visualize. I can help you figure out how to aggregate the data and build out an edge. And I'll share those formulas so we can get through this. I hope this was helpful today, guys. I hope that, spreadsheets, they help me because I like to build out my edge. I hope that it helps everybody. I know that not everybody sees these things similarly, but I hope that, as we go through this, you find advantage in this. Because for me, there's comfort in knowing what the statistical odds are for my trades. And I know that if we went imbalance up, there's an 80% chance that value area low is going to be a good trade. There's a, 40-ish% chance that value area high is going to give me a long that it's going to continue imbalance up. Both of those, give me comfort in knowing those trades are more secure. Those trades are safer. Those trades are my better trades. So I won't look to short. I'd rather miss a short than take one that has a 20% chance of working. That's just me. You guys, again, may see things differently, may have different trading time frames, or, a different read on the market. For me, it goes all back to the stats. If the stats support it, that's what I want to be doing. I am happy to miss a lot of trades. So any questions or comments before we end the session today?
This was great, John. Thank you. The spreadsheet will be very helpful. I'm also wondering if at least this part of the spreadsheet, kind of knowing the statistics, would be helpful to have learned maybe earlier on in the advanced course, or is that too much? Just to help with planning trades, right? To know where to lean towards more for the day.
Hey,
Just throwing it out there.
No, I am open to any feedback you guys have on either reorganizing the course. To get, to give you some information, it's been an evolution for me to learn how to try to teach this. I feel uh, a little bad for some of the people that took it the very first time. Not bad, but I don't use all of this. Like for me, it's been years to develop, but I don't use it like on a day by day. I'm not obsessing over the GVAs. I'm not obsessing over really any of the indicators individually. I look at them very quickly in the morning, make my plan, make my decision, monitor what I need to. The very first time we did this course, we went through every lesson over the course of a weekend. It was a marathon. And people were definitely overwhelmed. So I learned, and then I broke out some things from other lessons to make it more digestible. And even the second group, it was still a little much. So then I reorganized some things, and now this group, we're going through again. Um, if you have feedback on, because what I don't want is I don't want people to get so fixated on the advanced that they forget the foundations. Because without that, you get lost. Um, but if there is a better way to organize this, maybe the first lesson we don't even do, maybe, at the end of the foundations course, I can do this, in just a market state. Yeah, it was, yeah, it was a lot I mean, we did 10-hour, 12-hour days, for Saturday and Sunday. And then we did everyday live prep, which again, that's where I learned that prep is not the best. These midday sessions work better because I don't want to, I don't know the right word, bias, I guess, anybody's prep or change the way they approach the market. Yeah, 6 months to explain it all again and again. And, you know, you guys there's always something new that's added to each course because I'm always trying to learn still and get better. So next time we do the advanced course, there'll probably be something else that gets added in. I want to help you guys. So, but in that, any feedback you have that would make this better for the next group, please, by all means, let me know. I'm happy to change around the order of these because unlike the foundations course that is laid out, very methodically, and it's very good for, a basic understanding, the advanced concepts don't follow a similar structure and flow. Outside of gamma is really important, and then volatility is important. The other tools, you know, like what we went over this past weekend, it's once a week we see that individual investors, active investment managers, COT, when we get into those, they don't have to follow a certain flow. So if you guys have any feedback on how to reorganize this or things that would make this better the next go around, please let me know. We want to help everybody get to consistently profitable. And the one thing that, we have to do, and this is on everybody, is to get our mental and emotional state right so that we can accept the risk when it's there and build out this edge. Yeah, I'm happy to make that change, Chris. That's really good feedback. And then, again, I know I mentioned this on the lesson, but if anybody, would be willing to put their reviews on Trustpilot again for the advanced course, I would appreciate that just because we do get people that ask questions about the course and, whether good, bad, I mean, even this, like, that reorganizing the course in a different way the next time would make it more efficient and, that we're going to do that, like, good, bad, ugly, I just be transparent, be honest. If it's helping you, if it's making things harder, and then we'll adapt as well. But any feedback would be greatly appreciated.